Hi guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Hope you guys are doing well, and I hope that you have already heard that Shabana Mahmood, the Home Secretary, has outlined the migrant policies during the Labour Party conference held today, which is on 29 September. So through these migrant policies, the Home Secretary has highlighted the important factors regarding the ILR as well. So through this video, I am going to look into the key highlights during the speech of the Home Secretary. So if you have not yet subscribed our channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well. By now, most of the news sources have published the key points of this, and I'm going to refer to those news sources through this video to make it clear about the points that she discussed. And I will be focusing more on the criteria to be qualified for ILR. So by now we know that the white paper suggested to increase the qualifying period for ILR to 10 years from 5 years. However, it was not confirmed because the public consultation has not yet been held, and this was confirmed by the Home Secretary during her speech, so that she mentioned that the public consultation will be held later this year and the confirmation on this qualifying period will be made afterwards. However, the criteria to be qualified for ILR were discussed during this speech. So let's first look at those criteria which she discussed in her speech. So new test for indefinite leave to remain. Shabana Mahmood announced new measures to qualify for ILR in the UK. The new test will include being in work, making national insurance contributions, not taking benefits, a high standard of English, no criminal record, and giving back to the community, such as through volunteering. So these are the factors that were highlighted by the Home Secretary, so that we can see that there are few criteria. The first one is being in work. So that means you should be employed, and also you should make national insurance contributions as well. Then you should not take any benefits. So if you are taking benefits, you will not be eligible for ILR. So that is another criteria that you have to meet. And also they will be setting a high standard of English to be eligible to apply for ILR. So they are going to increase the standards of English requirement for ILR. Then also there should not be any criminal records for you, and giving back to the community, such as through volunteering. So they mentioned about these economic and social contributions to the earned settlement in their white paper, and here they have mentioned it through contributions such as through volunteering. However, this has not yet been explained in detail. These are broad and general, we can say. So we need more clarity and information to understand the thresholds and specific criteria. However, some people will be able to earn an earlier settlement than 10 years, as they mentioned in the white paper. So she mentioned this again, and it is based on the contribution. So still they have to publish more information, specific information regarding the contributions, because some of us will be eligible for ILR in a shorter time period depending on the contributions. However, we don't know exactly what are the contributions that they are going to consider for this shorter qualifying period. Then others will be forced to wait longer if they are not contributing enough. So that is about ILR and what she mentioned during her speech. She also echoed on Farage's attack on Boris Johnson. So she echoed Nigel Farage's attack on Boris Johnson's loss of control on migration. So we know that recently Nigel Farage highlighted this fact that the UK has lost the control over migration, and he highlighted that it happened due to the Boris wave. So Mahmood also agreed on that, and she also elaborated on that. She pointed out that between 2021 and 2024, more than 2.6 million more people entered than left, and said that included widespread abuse of Boris Johnson's health and social care visa. So she highlighted the fact that health and social care visa was abused or misused by the migrants, and that's why they are looking to reduce the abuse of this health and social care work visa. And that abuse saw 710,000 people arrive here, the Home Secretary said in her speech. Then she also said that you may not always like what I do. So we will have to question some of the legal restraints. Shabana Mahmood told in the conference, "You may not always like what I do." We will have to question some of the assumptions and legal restraints that have lasted for a generation or more. And also, she added that without control of our borders, we will never be the open, tolerant, and generous country that I know we all believe in. So, she highlighted the importance of controlling the border so that they are going to look into that. And also, she didn't forget to mention this part as well. She promised that the UK will always remain a country that gives refuge to those fleeing peril. She added, however, but we can only be open to the world if we are able to determine who comes in and who must leave. So, with that statement, we can see that the government is going to make it strict in determining who are going to come into the UK as well. So this affects the asylum seekers as well. So that is what she has highlighted through this statement. So these are the key points that were highlighted during Shabana Mahmood's speech, and what we have to take from it is about the ILR qualifying period and criteria. So that's what I wanted to highlight as well. However, as I mentioned earlier as well, they have not yet published detailed and specific information or guideline regarding these factors. She has just summarized the key criteria that you have to meet in order to qualify for indefinite leave to remain. So as she mentioned, there will be more guidance regarding this later this year and following the public consultation as well. So I was trying to summarize the key points of her speech to make it clear for you, and I hope that you will plan ahead based on what is going to happen in the future. So thank you for watching and see you soon with a new video.